Okay, welcome to another episode of 사전미팅. Before we begin, I have two things, two announcements for the listeners of this show. My musical band, Jimmy Strain, will release a brand new tune, that means a new song, on 25th this month. That's 25th of September. It will be a digital single. The song title is Go, G-O. And I actually never planned to release a digital single, but well, it happened. It will be a part of another upcoming big project, and yeah, so I can only hope you like it, you know. I did my best, I think, with the new system. By the way, I couldn't make new tunes for quite some time. Oh, I mean, it's been like 7 years so far. I couldn't do it until I couldn't record anything until last year. I mean, about this time last year, because I lost two computers, two systems that I use to used it to record music, create stuff, create videos too, actually. But I lost them. I lost them for some ridiculous reasons. But basically, the reason why I lost those systems were because I'm actually wiping my sweat. That's why the sound is weird. Anyway, so I lost them because those systems were old, way old, with ridiculous amount of, they were handling ridiculous amount of workloads, and they did their best, and they're gone now. So and also I was concentrating on my writing materials, the novels, different novels. So I never actually hurried to come back for music. For music oriented field. Or come back as a musician, because I've been living my life as a writer for quite some time. So it was okay, but I really needed to make music again. Of course, I never actually stopped. I had to stop recording and releasing albums and new tunes. That does not mean, or it's not equal to stop creating music. I've always been creating new music. Just couldn't record the full track, or mix, master, whatever, everything, due to the lack of equipment, I should say. Anyway, so last month I did my best to create a new tune, and it will be released on 25th September. 잘 부탁드려요, 여러분. 9월 25일 새 디지털 싱글 Go, 아마 멜론, 벅스 뮤직 뭐 이런 데 다 올라갈 거고, 그 전에 저도 유튜브 트레일러 만들 수 있으면 만들고, 또 당연히 곡이 나오면 가사 비디오 같은 거 만들기 위해서 할 겁니다. 네. Well, anyway, This is 사전미팅. It's another show of mine. Nobody cares, but I do care. Yes. And okay, so that was the first announcement, and then the second one is this. I actually, on the last episode of 사전미팅, I told you that I'm gonna handle the word of words, the most favorite words of all time. I mean, English word. That is F-U-C-K. Fuck. Yes, I love the word. Fuck is just fucking gorgeous. Fuck sounds great. It feels great when you pronounce it. It has a different, it's a good word that you can actually project a lot of different vibes on it, like fuck or fuck, like, it's great. It's a great word. And yeah, but I changed it. That's the second announcement. I changed the word of this episode. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna handle fuck, even though I said fuck like 20 times already. It's not 20 times, probably like 6. But fuck will not be discussed or read today. Today's word is actually picked by the season, seasonal reasons. The Thanksgiving in Korean word 추석 is coming. And it's really interesting because, you know what? The September is almost gone. It's going. And that means the Thanksgiving season, the 추석 season, that means it's kind of scorecard about how you planned or what you did in springtime, earlier this year, and how you endured the heat of the summer, or flood of the summer, or whatever it is, how you overcame the struggles, handled those stresses until now. If you didn't spread the seeds, spread the roots, or spray the seeds on the ground, you have nothing to harvest, by now, right? It's important. And I want you to know one thing. By the way, so yes, today's word will be harvest. So I picked up another H2K, volume 5 again. Anyway, we'll be dealing with harvest, but I want to tell you something first. It's about the harvest in life. I want you to imagine or think. I want you to see your life as your life or anybody else's life, human life, as a book. So let me tell you something. Here's another book. It's a poetry book. It's beautiful. So I picked this one. Let's just say this is a person. This is a person, okay? It has covers, front cover, back cover, right? Now, all these things, all these pages are life. And then the back cover, the end of all pages, let's just say it's death. From here, it's death. And until here, it's pre-born, This is before time, before birth or being born, right? So this is a human life. This is time. And let's just say this is about, this poetry is about 170 something pages. But let me tell you, let's just say it's 100 pages. And one page means a year. So you live 100 years, okay? Let's just imagine it that way. If you have 100 years of life, if your life goes a centennial time, right? 100 years. It doesn't mean you can live 100 years. It means biologically your body stayed for 100 years. That does not mean you grow for 100 years. You get old during all that 100 years. You learn for 100 years. You regret 100 years. It does not mean that. 100 years of lifetime means the lifespan of your body. That's it. It's fucking simple, right? That means during this, all the pages in your life, pages of life, about this amount, from the start to become a, say, like, what is it, like 19 years old, 20 years old? This is something like introductory. First of all, this early amount of time is introductory time for you. That means these times, during this time, during this period, you will be, you will get introduced about world and other people and systems, societies, society or environment you are in. You never choose that, right? You never chose. But, well, you were being born in that society, that environment, that under that kind of parents, with or without siblings. That's the world you are in. And when you being born, you will get introduced about those world you never chose to fit in, right? You learn what's the car, you know what's the cloud, you know how to eat, how to shit. You learn, how to treat your friends, how to become friends, or break it, break the friendship. You'll probably learn jealousy. You'll probably learn how to become superficial. You'll probably learn many other dirty, evil, but long-lasting shit in life. That's the period, the worlds get introduced to you. So you learn about the world you never chose. Now, the other side of the early phase is actually you introduce yourself to the world. Because world, the whole environment, the whole town, whole family, or whatever, should be prepared and should accept you as a member, you as a part of the world. It takes time. Like, sometimes parents need time. Oh my God, I never gave birth to a son of a bitch like this. Well, loving it, hate it, or, love or hate their own child or children, they have to accept the fact that they exist, right? So that's that. Okay. So this is a early phase, early period of life. Now let me tell you other things. How about the back cover? This is about the front cover being born time. Now how about this much about things, right? So this is death, right? Well, this is your tombstone. Then this is like probably like you're like 80 something years old or older than that, or I don't know. I mean, it depends, but we actually um, we actually take this as 100-page, 100-year long life. So probably like last 20 years of your life or something. Again, life does not mean your life. It means the life cycle, the span of your body. So again, last 20%, the last 20% of your body span, that means this is interesting part. The end of the span, the end of the period is actually a non-functioning state because you're dead, right? There's no story. There's no poem after this. After this is the cover, okay? So that's another book. Life is over. Life ends here. That's the funny thing, because if this is a human life, the last 20 pages, the inks, the print goes out. It becomes blurry. It it's starting to make you hard to read the fucking poem. It's a beautiful poem, but it's hard to read. It gets harder and harder. I won't even start the fact that it gets harder to write a poem for the last 20 pages in life. Okay? And then you only need to write a couple of words or sentences because you're powerless, you're old, you're about to die. So you have to pick the good words, the most important, the words that you should never miss out. You have to protect them. You have to do whatever it costs to print those important words clearly on your last pages. That's the late phase in your life. That being said, there's not much things you can do because you're powerless again, you're old, you're about to die. This is more like animal-like pages. You want to eat more, you want to find something entertain you more, something like that, because you're afraid. You actually start to feel the sound of the time running out, okay? So you're conscious about your death all the time when you get into that late pages, okay? As you getting near to the last back cover, it gets more important. So this first early phase, also you are like animals. You eat, you shit, you grow. You become taller, heavier, louder, of course, perhaps funnier, smarter maybe, lonelier, probably. But you grow like an animal and you die like an animal. Now, here's the important part. Whoever you are, wherever you are, gender, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is the ultimate truth. The most important part in your life, the most important part they would call in your life, or you would accept as the most important part in your life. The most important stories, the tensions and relief, blah, 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 important characters coming in, and the most important iconic dialogues placed, they are all in here. In most cases, they're here. That's this middle part of life. But that does not mean this part and this part is not important. They are also important because you need covers, you need build up for the story, you need a beautiful finish, beautiful ending for the story. But again, this is where legends and stories, memories, and debates are here. Basically, this late part is consequences and results. And let me tell you, not only harvest something great in this phase, if you want to harvest a good this, that means a good life. If you really want to become the owner of this, the owner of your own life, you really should do your best from this, the very first cover, to this. So, my beautiful viewers, friends, Facebook friends, listeners of Jimmy's Train, whatever, everybody, just try not to forget that you need to do your best to make every page, great. Make every page count. Make them count, okay? So you can harvest something. It's not about achievement or being rich or famous or become an influencer of, being called influencer by people you never know or you never even met. What kind of influence is that? I don't give a fuck that kind of influence. If a influence is truly effective and important and meaningful, you don't need to become an influencer. Like your life, your this will influence people. Okay? So all you need to do is have a good one. Make every page count. You cannot choose the first cover, probably. Your environment, your parents, your state when you were born, when you came to this shitty planet. But remember, you might not be able to choose this, the last cover, the tombstone of your own. But trust me, you can choose the ending of your book. And remember all the endings, whatever it is, happy, dark, unhappy, miserable, whatever, it is what you harvest from this. Make every page count. Now, to this word, yes, harvest. Hail, half. ham. Hard set. Around here. Harmoniously. Harmonica. Harrow. Harry. Hey. There you go. Harvest. Where is it? There you are. Okay. Harvest. Hairfest. Hairfest. That's H-E-R fest. F-E-S-T. Interesting. Is it German? Harvest, waste, west, harvest, harvest. Okay, Old English. Harvest. Okay. Harvest, M-H-G-O. Okay. Now, where is it? Haust, Nut. Yeah, it sounds like German. MLG. What was the MLG? Harvest. I don't know. Okay. Wow, the first description is this. The third of the 4 seasons of the year. The autumn. Really? So it's about the season. The third of the 4 seasons. It does not mean getting crops or, like cooking turkey or anything. Didn't know that. Okay, this is way too old, like 1050. Can't read it. Oh, here. Well, actually, it's interesting. Circa 1050, they actually wrote the old word for seasons. Lengthen, L-E-N-G-T-E-N, lengthen, that must be spring. Sumor, S-U-M-O-R, that must be summer. And Harvest, that's autumn. And winter, same spelling. Okay. Now, what is this? Nope. Oh, there you go. Recorded, cast, no. 1551. The 14th day of September with it beginneth harvest, which is 3rd quarter of the year. Right. I put this plus back. Okay. Sir Brown. 287 countries whose constitutions admit not such tempestivity of harvest. Okay. So there's no September typhoon or something? Mackenzie Maritime Survey toward the end of harvest, when the days are turning short. Okay, so the harvest is the name of a season. Autumn. Fall. Yes. Okay, now second one. The season for reaping and gathering in the ripened grain. Yes, we know that. But also, again, this means it's the word to call a season. Okay, let's see something comparatively modern. 1390, Gower. The man which hath his loaded tilt waiteth not more readily the harvest. Okay. I kind of understand what that means, but whatever. 1667, Milton. Seed time and harvest heat and hoary frost shall hold their course. Yes. See time. Heat and hoary frost. Yes. It will hold the course. Yes. No. Okay, Stanley. 1856. The harvest of Palestine is in April or May. Really? Okay. Now, the season for the gathering of other annual products. Dryden, 1697. 2 honey harvests fall in every year. Okay. Now, much ado. Shakespeare, 1599. It is needful that you frame the season for your own harvest. That means harvest. Okay, different spelling, same meaning, I guess. Nope, no. Oh, this is Gage, 1648. Fellow laborers in that harvest of souls. Okay. Now, 1841, Longf. The great harvest, when the archangels blast shall winnow, like a fan, the chaff and grain. Okay, the third definition, the reaping and gathering in of the ripened grain. Yes, the gathering in of other products. Yes. Shakespeare here, 1606. The seedsman upon the slime and ooze scatters his grain, and man, and shortly comes to harvest. Okay, Washington, 1797. I shall read it so soon as I have passed through my harvest, which is now nearly finished. I have passed through my harvest. Okay. 1880, Mrs. Whitney, odd or even. When the great hay harvest was not actually making. Okay, proverbs and phrases. To make a long harvest for or about a little corn. Lord of the harvest. The proprietor or farmer to whom the crops belong. Oh, Lord of harvest. Okay. Hence apply to God. Yes. The head reaper, harvest lord, lady of the harvest, the woman chosen to receive honor at the harvest home. Harvest queen, the female mate of the head reaper. Harvest lady. Okay. All right. Let me see other things here. 1600 Decker, shoemaker's holiday. I am sure you make that garland for me against I shall be lady of the harvest. 1826. The Lord of Harvest, accompanied by his lady, enters the parlor where the guests are seated and solicits a largesse from each of them. Okay. The ripened grain or fruit, the corn crop. Sounds familiar. Sounds very, very familiar. 1791, Cooper. Along the furrow here, the harvest fell. Okay, the season's yield of any natural product. Yes. Okay, 1607 topsail. This ought to be no Marvel. It should be Marvel, but a different spelling. VAIL. Marvel. That there should be so great a harvest and store of these mice. Mice. Okay, 1881 times. The climatic conditions on which the gross harvest depends. Yes, we are actually experiencing this these days. But it doesn't matter. We actually use more electricity to harvest anything, right? All right, let's read on. The product or fruit of any action or effort. Really? Yes, that's true. It's kind of universal meaning. A supply produced or appearing. A crop? 1594, Shakespeare. To repay the harvest of perpetual peace. Okay. Beautiful. 1771. I am not now sanguine enough to expect a more plentiful harvest of parliamentary virtue in one year than another. Okay. 1833, Lyell. A rich harvest of fossil ferns has been obtained from them. Okay. Hope you like that, fossil ferns. Of or pertaining to the autumn of or harvest. Okay, there's a lot of harvest here. Nope. Here, 1688 whole. A harvest bottle of leather. Really? No tolling teams from harvest labor comes so late at night. 1873. The voice of the harvest bird. Harvest bird brings Theonis sorrow. So there are other words using the harvest. Okay. Tribute, combination. Yes, combination words. Harvest home. For that harvest day, the fields are white. Of or pertaining the harvest home. Okay. We don't read it. We already know what the harvest home is. I guess. Object harvest bearing. Churching. Okay. 7th. Here. Special combination. Harvest apple. A small apple. Ripening in August. Really? Okay. Harvest apple. So that's the apples that can be harvested very early or first compared to other apples, I guess. Okay, harvest bell. A bell rung in harvest time. A flower, the Adam bell. Harvest cook, a salmon of certain age. Really? Harvest dole. Harvest queen, yes, we saw that. Harvest festival, Thanksgiving, a service for the ingathering of the harvest, at which the church is usually decorated with grain, fruits, and etc. Harvest fever, really? An autumnal fever, really? So what I had last week is harvest fever, right? 여름 감기, basically. Well, it's not 여름 감기, it's 가을 감기, but it's so fucking hot like summer. Still, harvest fish. A butter or dollar fish of North America, a species of Stromatous. Harvest fly, a name in U.S. for species of cicada. Really, harvest fly, which appear during harvest time. Oh, okay. Most cicadas, dies. I mean, I actually heard the cicadas singing today. I mean, today is, passing the mid-September, but they're still singing. So those crazy cicadas, their days are numbered. But there are cicadas. Should I call them a harvest fly? I don't know. Harvest folk. It's not fuck, it's a folk. F-O-L-K. The people engaged in harvesting. Good. Harvest goose. Harvest home goose. Okay. Harvest hen, harvest hind, swain. A reaper in the harvest field. Yes. Harvest herring. Mackerel. One cut during harvest. Okay. Harvest hog. A young sheep. Oh, harvest hog. A young sheep that is smeared at the end of the harvest when it ceases to be a lamb. Really. Harvest lady, harvest lord, the couple reapers who lead the others in the harvest field. Yes. Harvest saver, a machine for economically drying hay. When cut in wet weather. Okay. Harvest spider, a long-legged spider. Okay. They're also common in harvest fields. I see that. Okay. Let's find out something interesting. Where is it? Kingsley. Nope. Nope. Riley. Help me out here. Hardy. Thomas Hardy? Is it Thomas Hardy? 1891? Harvest hands being greatly in demand just then. Yep. We need more workers. We need more hand. No. It's not. It's kind of boring. Something more. 1874. Riley. Jiggers. Or harvest mites. What the hell? Murray Technology 1877. Nope. Harvest mites. Okay, this is just word examples, not the expression or sentences. There you go. 1852. Sometimes the harvest spider is seen scrambling over the grass with wonderful speed. So they're fast. Okay. The other harvest. Let's just see this one. The reap and gather in the corn, or by extension, other ripe crop. 300 men harvest then the corn twice a year, I guess. Okay, 1858, Glenny. The general crop of onions must be pulled if not already harvested. Okay. The tenants had to harvest the Lord's grain for him. Okay. Together in the corn crop. Texas and southern Kansas can harvest in June and July. That's fast. Together and lay up in store, to reap, to husband. 1888, Paul Mole. No, this is a Paul Mole, I guess. He has watched Chicago's growth for 50 years and harvested a fortune of about 40,000 pounds from that city's prosperity. Well, Made a lot of money. 1889, the whole of her money was spent. That was soon, for she did not try to harvest it. Okay. Hence harvested. Sherwood, 1632. Harvested. Mastiff. Can't read it. So 1760. Eight artificial shelter and harvested provision. Okay. 1887. The pendant gold of the harvested maize. Okay, that's about it. The word harvest means before the product or the crops or ripen crops or whatever or anything. The harvest means the third quarter of a year, the third season of 4 seasons, right? So it's about the season. It's about the time. That means if this is our life, probably this is about the time of harvest. Now I want to read a poem in this book, the poetry book. I want to read a poem here. I just picked this page, opened this page randomly, because I thought this about harvest, page of the whole poetry. And now I will read it. 측량. 벚꽃의 조도를 재려면 그가 남긴 우물의 깊이를 재야겠지. 어둠은 빛을 재는 유일한 척도. 벚꽃의 조도를 재려면 그가 남긴 우물의 깊이를 재야겠지. 어둠은 빛을 재는 유일한 척도. 측량. Beautiful. Darkness is always the most, the most beautiful tool to figure out the brightness of light. Silence, actually, is the best thing to figure out if the spoken or written words are meaningful or not, worth reading, worth listening to, or not. And that's why, more than any other novels or articles, lengthy debate, bullshit, poems, the poetry are the pinnacle, the summit of all, of all words, of all, language, because poems has less words and more space and a lot more silence than those articles or novels or spoken or recorded, spoken, written bullshit around you. So always, time to time, try to read poems, try to buy some poetry books. Okay? It will help. Because you already have so many books. If you have any books, I can guarantee most of those books you already have, they speak too much. They try to embrace too many words. But poems are different. Poetry books are different. So check out some, poetry books, poems, when you have some time, okay? So you can harvest something with no words. So you can harvest something that does not lean on words or lean on power of words. Well, actually, poetry has a lot of power. From words, from specifically, precisely chosen words. But anyway, read poems, okay? Sleep tight.